ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's episode of Game Poke, the show where we cover gaming-related topics and talk a load of old bollocks. And today's bollocks is something we've kind of covered recently. You see, I recently put out a video on artwork for the Master System. More specifically, artwork that was better in Japan than it was here or America. People seem to really like that video. I had a lot of fun making it. I thought it was a good way of showing how Japan got good stuff, and we just didn't. And then people wanted more. People in the comments saying, can you cover the same topic for this console? Can you cover the same topic for this console? Yes, sure. So, as if you figured out from the fucking title of the video, Megadrive is today's topic of choice. We are going to cover 5 games for that system that look kind of crappy over here, or in America, and look good in Japan. Now, I will point out very quickly, in the Master System, the case of the Master System rather, yeah, the artwork over here was way shitter than the Mega Drive ever had. So, you'll see artwork that's different today, but it might not necessarily be worse. I think some of these, most of these, are like very... It's a matter of taste. But it's still quite interesting at how different they are. And as someone who can't word, I went to an expert, Retro Gamer Boy. I asked him for 5 Mega Drive games that he thought the artwork was crap. Funnily enough, some of the ones he suggested, I didn't agree. But that's a matter of choice. That's not, he's wrong. No, he just doesn't like them as much as the Japanese ones. I've taken 4 of them because there's one I really want to cover that I think is crap over here but is good in Japan, and we're going to cover that one first. So without further ado, let's get on with the story of Thor. Now take a good look at this artwork. It's all very yellow. It's all very orange. Does it describe what's going to happen in the game? Well, there's a guy with a sword, so maybe you'd think it's some sort of Sinbad the Sailor, Aladdin shit. I really wouldn't blame you for thinking that. But I will quickly say, I hate the name. In America, it was called Beyond Oasis. That's such a cooler name. We get the fucking story of Thor, and they get Beyond Oasis. It must have been some sort of copyright shit. There must have been a legal reason why they're like, can't have that name. Fuck. At least I would hope so. Unless it's the other way around, and it would have been called The Story of Thor over there, but they couldn't have that, so they changed it to Beyond Oasis. Which, I don't know. Don't know, I'm not even going to claim to know, so we'll just move on from that shit. Anyway, that's the artwork that we got over here in Europe. It's alright, but it's very boring. It's very dull. The text is very dull. Everything about it's quite dull. Which is annoying because the game is awesome. It's truly awesome. I will say, if you've only ever played it on the Mega Drive Mini, sucks to be you because they fucked it up. The frame rate when Matey is running is wrong. I was gutted when I first found out about that. It's the game I was looking forward to having on there, not more than any, because Mega Man Wily Wars, love that game. But I was really looking forward to Beyond Oasis / Story of Thor, and yeah, they butchered it. Well, pissed me off. Now, anyway, that one went off on a tangent. Let's check out what Japan had for this. Now, will you look at that? It would appear that they called it The Story of Thor as well. It's very strange that they've done that, though, because, well, it's in English, so I don't get why they've done that. But I do like the artwork above. The anime style. The way it shows the elemental monsters that will join you on your quest. The fire one reminds me of Genie from Aladdin a bit. The shadow one, oh, you know what, it bugs me. It looks like something from somewhere that I've seen before, and isn't that a brilliant description? Water fairy, she looks tasty. Plant thing, he looks happy to be there. It looks like he's just stolen some kid's fruit pastels. But isn't it a better description of the game? Isn't it a better image of what's in store for you? And that's what it's all about, I reckon. The game cover should give a good hint as to what the game is. And in the Story of Thor one that we got over here, fucking did it? We saw a shadow, a wall, fire. What is this? What kind of game is this? You told me nothing. But in this Japanese artwork, I can see characters. I get an idea of at least who's in it. And you can see the fiery monster, the watery monster, the planty monster, the shadowy fucker, and some cool dude that's just animated to fuck. It looks like great fun. The artwork looks fun, so it makes me think the game is going to be fun. Totally didn't get that with our artwork, did we? Anyway, on to the next game. Strider! I have never liked Strider, nor will I ever pretend to. The whole cover here looks crap to me. The background looks like Agrabah, so once again, we're still very Aladdin-y. The main character looks boring as piss, and as an actor, I can't think who he looks like. It really bugs me. Honestly, if you can think who that character looks like, you know, what famous actor it looks like, please tell me, because it's bugging the shit out of me. It's really annoying. I'm sure someone said it before and I've gone, yes, it's him, yes, and now I can't think who it is. I'm having a complete brain fart. So let me know in the comments who that fucker is, or who he's supposed to be. Anyway, Strider. Does this tell you what Strider is? You would think some sort of guy swinging around on a vine or whatever with a sword. The title, the word Strider there, doesn't look that good, nor that interesting. The enemies there, meh. Everything about this artwork is meh. I don't like it. But then again, I've never liked the game. I don't like Strider. I totally don't see the appeal in this fucking game. Megadrive Master System, otherwise, I just don't fucking get it. I've got Strider 1 and Strider 2 for Master System. Yeah, Strider 2 is a broken piece of shit. It's a horrible game. I say broken, that's not really the right word, because the game functions. It's difficult as all balls. Unfairly so, it's slathered in bullshit. Strider 2's crap. Strider 1, lots of people love. And I just don't. Can't say there's anything wrong with it, I just don't like the fucking game. And this artwork here, I just don't like it. Do not like this artwork at all. So, honestly, let me know what you think, because now we're going to look at the Japanese one. Well, that's a bit different, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why, but it looks like something out of Thundercats. The main character looks a lot more like the actual main character from the game. The weapon looks like something he actually fucking uses as well, rather than just a basic, generic, boring-ass sword. The enemies look really interesting, really cool, and really different. Imagine if you saw this game case on a shelf back in the day. Would you not be intrigued? Would you not want to find out more? It's just so much more dynamic, isn't it? The guy getting ready to fight everyone off, and he's all up for it. He's anime to fuck again. Yes, I know, it's Japan, so they're pretty much all going to be anime, really, aren't they? But it just looks more badass. It looks cool. The other one didn't look cool. The other one looked weird. It had lots of things wrong with it. But again, the sword in the European cover, crap, boring, meh. This guy's got a lightsaber tonfa thing by the look of it. He just looks so much better. Honestly, tell me I'm wrong. Now, again, like I said at the start of this video, in the previous one we did with the Master System games, yeah, all the Master System games that we covered in that episode were shit. They were terrible cover art. None of them today are bad. Not really. Megadrive didn't have any really bad artwork. I don't think so, anyway. If you can think of one that you reckon I should have covered by the end of this video, again, let me know. Maybe one day we'll do a part 2, or I'll be like, oh, no, you're right, how could I forget that? There's a lot of games to consider, but we're thinking of 5 today. Keep that in mind. What do you think? Do you think I'm right so far? I do. But do you think I'm right with the next one? Now, just to point out, this next one, even Mike agreed, isn't one that's bad. It's not. But Japan still got it better. Even though ours wasn't bad, it just wasn't. Alright? Theirs was better. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, The Hyperstone Heist. Now this game is a classic. It's sought after, it's not terribly cheap. I don't have a copy, I wish I fucking did, but I don't. But look at the artwork. It's classic. Yes, I know this is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles rather than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's just ignore that whole shit for a while, or we'll be here forever discussing turtle lore. It's not overly dynamic. It is not pissing out action. For the type of game it is, it doesn't really portray the violence and the action at all. Like, at all. It just doesn't. This could be a platformer. You wouldn't fucking know, would you? Looking at that, would you know it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up? Wouldn't blame you. But it's a good piece of artwork. There's nothing really wrong with it. There's nothing really bad with it. It just doesn't say what kind of game is in store for you. That's its only failing. I think that's an important thing, though. You should have it, but it's kind of hard to cover that. I mean, if you think of like Sonic the Hedgehog, you see the Sonic the Hedgehog cover, does that really portray what kind of game you got in mind for you? No, because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, it's its own thing. Kind of like how Mario was back in the day. Now everything's been Mario to fuck and everything's been Sonic to fuck. So, yeah, but you get what I mean. Anyway, let's check out the Japanese version of this. Well, for one thing, they changed the fucking name. Now it's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Return of the Shredder. And look at the amount of action! I mean, it's pissing out of the cover here, isn't it? It's full of colour. The turtles look pissed. I mean, they look proper pissed. In the European artwork, they all looked happy. Didn't they? We're going on a picnic, we're going to have a pizza. Here, murder, war, death, destruction, side-scroller, beat 'em up. This gives an idea as to what's in store. Beating the shit out of a lot of enemies. Side-scroller, beat 'em up. It covers what kind of genre it is. But the turtles no longer look happy, do they? Like, so pissed, so cool, such great artwork. The Return of Shredder. Such better name, isn't it, than the fucking Hyperzone Heist. Honestly, when Mike told me, I thought, really? The name's different? He would know. He's the Megadrive guy. I'm the Master System guy. I still collect a shit ton of Megadrive, but you know, I admit when someone knows more about a type of console than I do. If anyone says they know more about Master System than me, I won't say, well, no, you don't. I'll be like, right, let's try this. Let's have a war. I'm all up for it. I love the debate. It's good fun. Never do I get pissed and act like I know more, because I'm an idiot. And I'll be the first to admit it. I'm a fucking idiot. But what do you think of this cover art, eh? I'm really rambling today, going off topic a lot. Tangents and all sorts. Sorry. What do you think? This is definitely better than the other one, and yet the other one isn't really bad. At least, many of you probably didn't think it was bad until you saw this, I bet. I bet. Anyway, next game. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Tournament Fighter. That's right, it's another Turtles game, and just look at the style here. This time we did get a pissed off turtle on the front cover. But that turtle's face is taking up 90% of the damn cover. But it's not bad, it's quite dynamic. It shows anger, tournament fighters, gives it away that there's fighting within the game. This is not a game I've played. I've not played this one. I'm not even going to pretend I have. But it looks cool, but we're only focusing on the art today. This is bare, basic, well done. It's not bad, but it's not, I don't know, it's not going to set your world alight, is it? It's not like, oh my god, look at this shit. It's like, cool. And it's just, yeah. That's it. There's nothing superbly awesome about it, but there's nothing bad about it either. But what did Japan have? Well, other than the fact they got Ninja Turtles instead of Hero Turtles, again, there's a whole squadron of characters here. Whereas in our one, we got a fucking face. And two guys on the side, but basically we got a face. There's so much more colour here. All of the characters there just give you more of an excited feel to it. The game is already more interesting. And you can imagine, if you saw it on the store again, and you haven't turned it over to see the gameplay, what would you be more intrigued by? What would you be more interested by? The one with the face or this one here? Because it'd be this one for me. Again, neither of these covers are bad. Neither bit of artwork is bad. It's just I think this one's better. And Mike agrees with me. So if you think that I'm terribly wrong and I'm a cunt and I should die, it's Mike's fault. Go blame Mike. He may think that we don't do live at the arcade anymore, so I can't say it's Mike's fault. Bollocks, mate. I do YouTube as well, just 1,000 times less successful. So you can all just go there and tell him it's his fault. You know you want to do that. So anyway, what do you think? Be honest, what do you think? Now, onto the final game. And this game, I had a choice of two. And it was kind of tight as to which one to go for. Mike wanted me to show you eSWAT. But I kind of got to go with another game he's picked. I'll quickly show you eSWAT if you like. Here's the PAL one. Here's the Jap one. They're very different. Both of them give the same idea as to the game, though. I wouldn't say one's better than the other. It's just very different. Anyway, now we will cover the last game, and here it is. Crackdown! Now, when Mike said I should cover this one, I fully agreed with him. This cover art just looks crap. I'm sorry, it just does. There's two 70s porn stars there with fucking bowl-cut haircuts. There's some old git in the background. The whole thing just looks a bit porn starry. Doesn't really show a lot of action, doesn't really show a lot of what's happening in the game, other than the fact that there's two blokes in it, which again, a bit porny. So yeah, misleading, I would say, is what this is. I don't like it. I don't like this one. Is it shit? I think it is. You can disagree with me, but I'm going to own up and say I don't like this fucking one. So let's just get through it. What did Japan have? Japan had explosions, running through a tunnel for your life, trying not to fucking die. Two guys again. At least I think it's two guys. But everything here looks much more interesting. The action is evident. Yes, again, it's gone for an anime style. It's Japan, you're going to get that a lot. And yes, I love anime, but I'm not picking these ones just because it's anime. I instantly like it. No, that's not how it works. I was going to cover Salil versus Ragnar Senti, which is what Salil's called in Japan. And honestly, our artwork over here for Salil's kind of crap, but their artwork over there, I thought, they ain't great either. And that's anime, it was just wank. So, here we are with Crackdown, the Japanese version. I think it looks so much better. It gives you a better idea as to what the game's going to be. And if you saw it on the shelf, wouldn't you be like, woo! And you want to pick it up, and you want to have a look. The first bite is with the eye, and eye hath bitterness. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's episode of Game Poke, covering artwork again. I didn't expect you to want me to do another one so soon, but you did. So we've covered Megadrive. People have requested other consoles. One of them is the TurboGrafx 16, which means it would basically be artwork on TurboGrafx 16 versus artwork on the PC Engine, which was the Japanese version of the TurboGrafx 16. God, that's long to say. So maybe I'll do that a little while soon. Let me know what you think on that. That one's recommended. I think there's more bad artwork on TurboGrafx 16 than there is in Japan. Japan got it good, and in America they simply didn't. Just simply didn't. Whereas Megadrive, as we've seen today, it's really just a matter of taste. There's nothing tremendously bad, unlike with Master System and TurboGrafx 16. They were fucked. They got given some shitty art. If there's any other console you'd like to see covered for this topic, let me know. Maybe we'll do it in the future. And I hope you enjoyed this, and click like and left comment on any of the many things I mentioned, and subscribed. Please. Mike is so much more successful than me. It's no wonder he had enough of the live streaming. Bastard. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.